Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear learners. I welcome you to English Grade 6 video lessons. I'm your instructor Zahmid. I'm doing well and already in for this new unit that we are going to introduce and learn all the SLOs in it together. So for grade 6, now we are at unit number 4 and the title is He's a Carpenter. The theme is about dignity of labor and our sub-theme is showing respect to different professions and occupations. Now, in this video lesson, we are introducing all the SLOs to you, but before that, I hope that you have read this lesson. Now, let's give a quick overview of the theme that is in the lesson. So, this unit explores the theme of dignity of labor with a focus on showing respect to different professions. Students will engage in various activities, discussions, and projects to understand the importance of all types of work and to develop respect for people in various professions. So, now this chapter will make you understand the work that's done with different professions, and you will have a very good idea about labor and professions of different kinds. Now, after this quick overview of the theme, let's get started with our lecture number 1A. Now, lecture 1 is divided in different parts. For lecture 1A, our students' learning outcome will be demonstrate the use of main verbs and helping verbs. So, this is about the competency of grammar. We will be learning about the main verbs and helping verbs in our sentences. Now, for the next one, we have lecture 1B. This will be our lecture number 1B, and the SLO is recognize and use the forms and functions of present perfect tense. Now, for learning about tenses, now this SLO will teach us how we can understand and recognize the use and the forms with functions of present perfect tense. And we will see so many different real life examples, and we will be clearly understanding that how we can use present perfect tense in our writing and in our speech. Next one is lecture number 2. Here we will be talking about the SLO punctuate sentences and short paragraphs correctly using capitalization, parentheses, exclamation marks, full stops, apostrophes, and commas. So, all these punctuation marks like parentheses, exclamation mark, full stops, apostrophes, and commas will be discussed thoroughly with examples, and also the capitalization and all the important aspects of capitalization when we are writing. Next one is our lecture number 3A, and our students' learning outcome is understand and utilize figurative language, and the figurative language include literary terms and devices like similes, metaphors, personification given in the text, and make sentences after that you have learned the text. So this is about figurative language, and we will be looking at different figures of speech mentioned in our students' learning outcome. Now, lecture number 3's other part is part B. For lecture 3B, our students' learning outcome will be to use dictionary or thesaurus to identify correct spellings. So, this SLO is about using reference materials like dictionary or thesaurus to learn the correct spelling. Now, there are a lot of different words that have different functions, but they have slightly different or same spellings, and there are a lot of different confusions about using spellings. So using the dictionary or thesaurus will help us identify the correct spelling of any word. So we will be looking at it exclusively and thoroughly. For lecture number 4, which is again divided in different parts, with 4A, our SLO is explain how the series of chapters, scenes, or stanzas fit together to provide the overall structure of a particular story, drama, or poem. So we will be looking at chapters, scenes, or stanzas, how they are fitting together to provide the overall structure of a particular, whether it's a story, drama, or a poem. So in this one, we will be learning about the structure. Now, for 4B, our students' learning outcome will be identify the use of language structure, vocabulary, and presentation to predict and understand the meaning. And another one, similar SLO, is merged with this video lesson. Identify themes as big ideas in stories or poems and other texts. So, identifying the themes or the main or big ideas will be discussed, and in the first one, we will be identifying the use of language structure, vocabulary, and presentation of the text to predict and understand the meaning. So this is all about understanding the meaning. And next one is our lecture number 4C with the SLO of select, collate, and summarize ideas from texts by paraphrasing them in the simple but correct language. So again, this SLO is about summarizing and paraphrasing. We will be learning about that. And for lecture 40, our SLO will be identify different points of view in stories or poems. So we will be looking at points of views, there are a lot of different points of views when we are reading any story or a poem. So we will be exploring those points of views, different kinds of styles of writing. And for lecture number 5, our SLO will be deduce meaning from context in both short and extended talk on a range of general and curricular topics. So this will be going in our oral communication. This SLO is about that, and we will be looking at short or longer speeches or talks on a range of general and particular topics. We will be learning that how we can understand and deduce meaning from these talks so that we can be a good listener. And then for lecture number 6, we have the students' learning outcome of write a paragraph of free writing for fluency, creativity, brainstorming, or pleasure. So this SLO is of the competency of writing, and we will be looking at a technique of writing which we call free writing. So how do we do it and why do we do it is will be presented in this video lesson of this SLO. So as you can see that free writing is for fluency, for pleasure, and creativity and brainstorming. We will be looking at each one of these in the video. So that's all the SLOs in the video lessons that we will be covering further. So thank you for listening to this introduction lecture. See you with lecture number 1A in the next video. Allah Hafiz.